fan playing.
Oh, I can dress Jay up. I just can't take him anywhere, you know?
I've got my head bent down here trying to look out. Yeah, I'm going to stand outside.
Yeah, you can stand behind me if you want.
On the deck. No way. I know you wouldn't stand behind me. That's for sure.
Chad's primary job, as I understand it, is to keep Durgo calm. So he's gonna be walking right. See him? He's walking side by side. He's gonna stay right with him and keep George in line there a little bit. I think he's got a little hypodermic needle. As soon as he starts getting ivory, he just sedates him real quick in the buttocks.
Play action for Donovan. Back to throw.
He's open, wide open.
The sideline and
wide open.
Complete.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's just unbelievable. The game was right down the middle, wide open. Wasn't a guy within 7 or 8 yards of him.
You talked about Shada being in charge of keeping Durgo calm. I think that's my job with you.
That is your job. I think we were talking about that hypodermic needle. I think you probably should get one. When I get out of control,
I'll let you put it in yourself.
5 yards to go for the Redskins. Oh, man, I'll just sit here and drool on myself the rest of the game when you get just called. Oh, brother.
Well, this is awful tough for me to sit up here anymore. I want to have to remove myself. Jeez.
What's the matter there, Jay?
Well, I mean, they take Dane and they take Cambiat. I don't care if it's you let the boys play. Then they ought to take John Durgo, ought to take a couple other guys out. But I just don't think that's right. You take the 2 receivers out of the game. I just don't understand that one bit. But maybe I'm not supposed to.
Well, see, now George must have had his headphones on listening to the radio broadcast because Dane and Jamie are back in the game now. You feeling a little better now?
I am feeling a little better.
Now Scott Olson is back to receive this kick.
No, I think that's Brenton Valentine, number 1.
Is it a 1 or a 7?
No, that's a 1. I'm getting your glasses this year, Mike.
Up the middle running, a little bit of a seam ball, popped loose. Redskins got it. They have it at the 25, and they do.
That'd be Sean Valentine.
Now Brenton scores the touchdown. Sean gets the loose ball.
Well, if it's any indication of the past years, by the time the season's over, there'll be 4 more Valentines.
John Durgo is closing in on the all-time Morris scoring record.
Did I hold that record scoring? Or?
You don't remember?
I don't remember scoring.
He's going to fire it deep downfield. That's up for grabs, and Gum is able to grab it, and it's looking away by Yorkville. And John Britt reached in and pulled it right out of Cole Gum's hands.
Now that's how you can become a good receiver. Let the other guy catch it, you just rip it out of his hands, take it.
Let him do all the work.
Yeah, let him do all the work. You just rip it out of his hands, grab it, and take off.
Did you win the 50-50, Jay? I saw you running over there all excited.
Nobody claimed it. The number was 569. I had 560, and I took my pen. I made a 9, but they didn't.
They didn't buy that, boy.
They didn't buy it.
Perry drives hard and then gets stood up and pushed back. And a hard-earned 3-yard run there for Perry.
Yeah, that's where you get up and kind of adjust the face mask, because that thing got pushed to the side a little bit. Yeah, I ended, a few times in college, I ended up looking out my ear hole a couple times.
That was just because you put the helmet on wrong to begin with.
I had that skinny little peanut head, man, and well, I used to take some licks, and you know, Daffy Duck, when he used to get his bill blown off to the side of his face, that's the way my helmet was. What are you going through, puberty again? You got a pimple on your head.
Yeah, so you like that? Thanks for pointing that out, by the way.
Cumbie helped finish him off.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that Jumpy is a force inside.
John Durgo, 5 touchdowns tonight. And Venton Valentine.
He had the opportunity to get a block, but the guy turned his back, so he smartly, is that a word, smartly? He got right through the lines again, some great blocking, and again, he cut back into the middle, and he saw he was going to be gone, and boy, kind of just strode in there. Strode, is that?
Strolled or strode?
Strolled. The intensity out here tonight has been excluded through my, is there excluded? There's something in
Exuded?
Exuded. Oh, well. They're trying to hit the players up high. It's a fundamental thing of football. You got to tackle them, and tickle them if you can at the same time.
First and goal, Redskins with 3 in the backfield behind Monahan.
Looks like Monahan's audible. How do you say it? Audible.
Monahan. I drove a fast car in Germany on the Autoball.
Ladies, Apple Butter and Shuggies would like to...
We'll get back to that commercial.
Yeah, I'm intrigued, though. I want to hear more. Durko had over 300 yards in a game a year ago. He's up to 273 already.
Geez, I didn't think it was that much already. I'd fall asleep for 10 minutes or 20.
There's a flag where the punt was made, too.
Well, that's usually roughing the passer.
Or punter. Huh? Or punter. Not passer.
Oh, I said passer?
Did we lose the banner?
Yeah, I get sidetracked. That's my excuse. The banner was falling off here.
How'd that happen?
Land on somebody's head, so I reached out.
6-year-old duct tape not working tonight?
Yeah, I risked my life. I hung by the window, Mike. I was able to propel down the side of the booth, grab the flag, and bring it inside safely.
Here's Keeley with a take, a running play for the fullback. Oh, he's got a first down, and Durgo brings him down at the 44. Then a face mask penalty is going to be tacked on at the end of that run. And Mo, the ball carrier. Now, the running back's name is Mo. I don't know if Durgo put 2 fingers into Mo's eyes after he grabbed the face mask or not.
And now a flag comes down right as Durgo crosses the goal line.
Boy, I tell you, Haas made a block that he did not need to make. I mean, Durgo was all the way into about the 2-yard line, and Haas came over and hit a guy on the back. And I'll tell you what, the coach is upset. I mean, he's hollering, and rightfully so. You got to let him go.
They picked up the flag, Jay. They picked it up.
Thank goodness for Haas.
What a great block.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Cole Gum with the interception for the Redskins.
Great job, and I'll tell you what, he played that just right.
Cole Gum. The ball is returned into Oswego territory.
Boy, it's hard talking with that guy. He's announcing, but he played it. Hey, I'm talking here.
Manuka's talented linebacker Chad Davenport, before practice on Thursday, he was diagnosed with mono. He's out 4 weeks.
Wow, I didn't realize you could be out that long with mononucleosis. Did you ever have that?
No, did not.
Got a lot of other diseases, I know. I'll tell you, big 78, Alex Clemens is in. They got him listed at 6'9", 276. The amazing thing is, look at his shoes from here. They're like a size 17. I mean, it took 3 cows and a calf to build those things. Man, oh man.
A nice moment for you, Jay, as you and your wife got a chance to walk the field with Dane on senior night.
Kind of happy and sad at the same time. The last one going through, and at least that's the ones that I know of. Maybe that's why I forget so much. Maybe too many hitting, too many tackling dummies.
Every story I hear from you talks about the helmet going to the side of the head and getting screened by somebody from the side.
Man, I'm telling you, that first year and a half down in college, I just got pummeled. I mean, it was almost too much to take. I just about said, hey, I got to give this up and go do, I'm sitting there just getting beat up, and I get up and look outside the fence. I see a nice guy walking his girlfriend with a Coke, and I'm thinking to myself, I could be that guy if I wanted to.
Vargas rolling right, throws, ball tipped, and incomplete.
Yep.
The flag comes down. I thought the ball was tipped.
And I think the line judge is running over there. They're telling that it was tipped.
Well, if it's tipped, there will be no pass interference.
Right.
Morris is arguing. The ref comes over and says, okay, calm down.
Yeah, take it easy there, Chief. We got her under control. Right. When I say Chief, that's not the Indian mascot either. That's the head chief.
Although he was arguing too.
Yeah. He was doing a war dance out there too. They just brought us 2 footballs.
Check that out. Look at that.
One of the mothers must have said, hey, you guys got to, instead of can't throw them out there, so just walk them up there. So
they said, hey, that guy Zimbalin's whining again. Go give him a ball.
Yeah. I think these things glow in the dark, don't they? Yeah.
It looks like they do, yeah.
You can put it by your bed tonight, Mike. So. When you get up, to go potty, you won't be stumbling all over the place.
Puffy Pancake Williams and Jay Spallin saying good night, everyone.
Good night.
Hi, this is Tom Greenway from Greenway Automotive in Morris. I'm glad to be able to talk to you about our family business in Morris. We've been selling cars and trucks for over 35 years. Yeah, 35 years. We proudly represent Ford and Mercury, Pontiac Bulls, GMC trucks, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. We always have over 250 country-driven used cars and trucks in stock at our 4 locations, 3 in Morris and our Diamond Coal City Auto Center. We have a bunch of great people working here, just like you. Ever been to Greenways? You know the people don't just work here, they retire from here. We treat everyone like we'll see you again, because, you know what, we will. So when you're thinking wheels, either for yourself or for a son or daughter, think of Greenways in Morris. It's Greenway Ford Mercury, Greenway Chrysler Dodge and Jeep, Greenway Pontiac Bulls GMC. Since 1967, the Greenway sticker. Your neighbor has one, why don't you?
At BP of Morris, fill out a BP Visa credit.
Builds a strong foundation for the future. At Chamlin & Associates, we've been helping build our community for nearly 50 years with an experienced team of engineers, planners, and surveyors. Good luck, Redskins, from everyone at Chamlin & Associates.
Looking for a trailer or hitch? Morris Trailer and Hitch Sales is just what you need. They carry brands like Pace, Cargo-Mate, Campmaster, U.S. Cargo, and Aluma, just to name a few. And Morris Trailer and Hitch is located at 802 East Route 6 in Morris, 3/4 of a mile east of Walmart. Gene and Brian Funk and their staff are ready and waiting to serve you. Call Morris Trailer and Hitch Sales, 942-6688 or 942-6633. Gene and Brian Funk and their staff at Morris Trailer Hitch wish the Redskins good luck in the playoffs.
Welcome back to Morris High School. Mike Williams, Jay Zimbalin, moments away from the start of the third quarter. And Jay, quite a ball game. For those just joining us, you've missed some fireworks here tonight, literally, right before the game started. And on the field, too, John Durgo, with 9:06 to go in the first quarter, took the first play from scrimmage and ran it in 81 yards for a score. McEwen followed it about 4.5 minutes later with his own 55-yard run. And then some big plays in the second quarter, too. Joe Benson caught a 63-yard touchdown pass, a deep pass. It wasn't like a screen. This was deep down the middle of the field. And that put Joliet Catholic up 14-7. But in the closing minutes of the first half, the Morris defense holds down deep in their own territory. They get the ball back on downs and are able to march it down methodically for a little while, running the football here and there for a few yards, and then boom, John Durgo 67 yards with 49 seconds to go in the half. Pulls the game to within 14 all, and it looked like Morris might be down 14 points themselves going into the break. A couple minutes later, they're in a tie ball game, and now they've got the momentum here to start the third.
Well, that's absolutely right, Mike. And, you know, you talk about those scenarios I was talking about it in my head, and come out through my tongue, and before you know it, presto chango, it was happening. I'm like, hey, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Doesn't always go that way, but boy, it certainly did that time, and that was phenomenal. So I tell you, that did so much for that team right there, Mike. I can't begin to tell you. It put so much confidence in that Morris Redskin teams. You're going to see them come out. You're going to see them play fired up football, and they're going to take it out. Now they know that they can play with these guys. That's all they had to feel. They have to know in their minds that they can play them, that they can beat them, and by golly, they're going to go out this second half, and they are going to beat them.
Well, we thought Donovan Monahan might have to be the guy to win the football game tonight for Morris, but John Durgo has more than lived up to the billing, even though he's going up against Joliet Catholic that stopped him last year to about 75 yards.
Right.
He's broken 3 long runs tonight for 214 and the 2 scores on just 9 carries. Morris gets the ball to start the third quarter. High kick headed towards the middle of the field. It's taken at the 5-yard line. This is Peterson. Near side 10, 15, 20. Peterson 25, 30. Out to the 35, and a good run for Peterson. Morris, good field position to start at 1st and 10.
And again, we haven't heard a lot from Mo Peterson tonight, but you know what? They've got into halftime. They're going to make some adjustments, and now don't be surprised if you'll see some few different things happening. But I think they're going to go right back to that left side. That's how they scored. Don't be surprised now they start working this left side now.
Baxton and I here on 1st and 10 for the Redskins. Valentine split wide left. Zimbalin trots in motion left to right. Here's the take pitch to Durgo. They'll run right. Durgo cuts it back across the 35 to the 38 or 9. Pickup of 4 yards on 1st down.
Nice blocking there by Dane. Again, that's what you like to see. A couple, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 at a time, but we'll take 4 yards right now and just keep pounding it right on up the field.
Donovan Monahan 0 for 5 in that first half. A couple of passes were close. A couple of them were way off the mark. Donovan was sacked twice, too. They just need to get him a 2-3 yard completion just to get one in that positive ledger.
That's right.
Second down, about 6 here for Morris. Cumbie in motion from the right side. The take, hand off to Durgo. Trying to bounce to the outside 40. There he goes. 25, 50. Durgo to the far corner, cuts it back. Here he goes to the 30-yard line. Here he goes. Inside to the 20 and just tripped up inside the 15 to the 12.
Clean moly. Well, I'll tell you what, there's got to be about 4,000 believers sitting over there on the west side of those stands. You know, they read the papers, they talk about Morris not playing a competition, all the yip-yap, all you want to hear. But this guy right here is the real deal, man.
Well, and you better enjoy it because John, at least as of now, does not plan to run in college. He's going to wrestle at Illinois.
Boy, that's a shame. That guy is a great runner.
First down for Morris from the 14-yard line. The take. Handoff coming to the near side. Peterson trying to get to the corner. 15 to the 10. And Peterson pulled down at the 9-yard line. A gain of about 5 yards.
That's the way. That's the way to run it. Well, you got those kind of weapons, man. Mo Peterson, one of the fastest guys on the team. Now, here's the funny thing. This is what power that Durgle has. When the shorts are off, when these guys are running 100, Mo Peterson is actually faster. But when you put 30 pounds of equipment on him, Durgle is faster. And that's just unbelievable. That shows what kind of strength and running ability that kid has.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Monahan play action, rolling right, throwing for the corner, and it's Cumbie. He's got it. Touchdown! Jamie Cumbie, 10-yard catch for the score, and Morris takes the lead.
All right, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
And now Monahan, full of confidence as he runs off the field, getting high fives as he hits the sideline. His first completion of the night puts Morris in front.
That's what you need to do. And again, I still stand by that. He needs to go out now. Now let him go out to another couple, 3, 4, 5 yards, 8-yard outs and curls and all that, and just get his confidence up there.
Durgo's kick right through. 21-14 Morris. 10 minutes for the third on JDK.
Are you looking for the piece of equipment for that big job? Illinois Truck and Equipment has what you're looking for. From air compressors to bulldozers, their rental department has whatever you might need. Illinois Truck and Equipment is the premier Midwest equipment dealer. Stop in and visit them at 320 Briscoe Drive, Morris. Half-mile east of Route 47, just off 6. Open 7 to 5 weekdays, 7 to noon Saturdays. Or call 941-1900. Good luck, Redskins. There are great opportunities knocking at your door, and Century 21 Coleman Hornsby will help you find the key. As Grundy County's #1 seller of homes, Century 21 Coleman Hornsby can open the door for you. If you're in the market to buy a property, you can count on them to find the right property within your budget. If you're selling, you can be sure your property will receive maximum exposure to qualified buyers. Century 21 Coleman Hornsby in Morris, Grundy County's #1 seller of homes.
21-14 Morris. Durgo, a line drive kick that will bounce to about the 10. It takes a bad hop on Herbat and picks it up at the 7, and it slips down, and that's where he'll be marked. As that Durgo kick bouncing left, bouncing right, and Herbatin tracked it down and lost his footing. The Hilltoppers back deep in their own territory.
Man, you know what? I'm watching here right now some young kids that are really impressing me. One of them, and I can't find the number, I think it's Tom Deany, 41.
Stephen Wagner.
Is that who it is? I'll tell you what, that young man's going to be a player. I just saw him run down the field and just level a guy. And
he's made a few special teams plays in the playoffs.
He's tough. You know what? I saw him the first couple games, and he flies. Now he's learning to break himself down and get under control.
Hilltoppers from their 8 on 1st and 10. Here's Benson working his way through the middle. He'll reach forward for about the 13-yard line, a gain of 5 yards. And here's another guy, Benson, who is not expected to play football either in college. He'll be playing baseball in his college career.
Well, right here tonight, as they said it, you'll see the 2 best running backs in the state of Illinois. There'll be none better than these 2. These guys know how to turn it up, use your blockers. They can explode, they can catch, they can do it all.
Second down and 5 Hilltoppers. Early in the third, Morris has taken a 21-14 lead. Here's the take for McEwen. He's going to run with it. No handoff up the middle. Out to the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. Shy of the first down, a gain of just 2 yards. And that was Benson. Benson, 57 yards on 11 carries. And McEwen has only completed 1 pass, but that was the 63-yard touchdown to Benson. So now third down, about 2 or 3 here for Joliet Catholic. Morris trying to keep the momentum on their side. Hilltoppers with a 1-back set. McEwen on a play-action keeper. He'll roll to the left, and he's going to be pulled down for a loss of 3. John Durgo makes the stop, and Joliet Catholic will punt.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking over the sideline, and I usually don't see this very often, but boy, Dan Sharp is very emotional. I mean, he's throwing, he's upset now. That's a good sign right there. When he's upset, we know we're doing something right.
Nice high deep kick by Benson. Durgo trying to track it down at the 30-yard line, takes another big roll. Durgo picks it up at the 20-yard line. Gets around a man, goes to the far sideline. Durgo to the 30 and out of bounds.
Out of the way.
Joliet Catholic with a 30-game winning streak, 2-time defending state champs. But Morris at the moment with a 7-point lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, right here, this is a big series coming up. This is huge. This is gigantic. This is monumental. They need to take this right now. Sustain a drive. Now, again, I like to see the offense, Mike, keep that defense on the field a little bit. I mean, as you said before, you don't want to tell John not to break it, but boy, you'd like to see some nice sustained drives and wear this defense down.
Baxton and I with Valentine split wide to the left. Zimbalin backs out of the tight end spot, goes in motion left to right. Monahan under center for Morris. Here's the take and a running play up the middle. Durgo bounces to the near side 40. Durgo trying to get to the corner. He does. Durgo to the 50. Down the sideline 40. Being chased from behind. Durgo still going. He's going to go to the far side of the field. To the 20. Durgo to the 10. He's going to take it for the touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
67 yards, one of the most unbelievable runs you'll see.
That is electrifying. That is electrifying, folks. I've seen a lot of runs in my life. That might be the finest football running I have ever seen in my life. And you want to see a block? There's a highlight reel of a block by I can't even think right now, but it's by somebody out there. It's by Alex Perry. He came over and literally annihilated a human being.
67-yard run for John Durgo. 334 yards tonight on the ground.
That is an amazing young man right there, folks. You're looking at a very, very special kid. One of a kind. You won't see this come around maybe the rest of your life.
I think there was a timeout taken on the field, and we'll take a break as well. Just a 30-second break on JDK.
There's nothing like having First Midwest as your neighbor. Their convenient locations, knowledgeable bankers, and the best 241-1749. Or visit them at firstmidwest.com and let their 60 years of banking experience say, welcome to the neighborhood. No gimmicks, just honest banking, the way it was meant to be. First Midwest Bank, FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
Wow. My heart's still... How can you stay so calm, man? Of course, I guess I need you to stay calm.
I got to keep you... Yeah, well... I'm over here yelling and screaming just as much as you are. Durgo out to add the extra point after the timeout. 7:41 for the third. Good snap. Placement made. Durgo's kick is on the way. And good. 28-14 Morris midway through the third on JDK.
For over 39 years, Midwest Auto Service has been servicing foreign and domestic cars and light trucks. From preventative maintenance, complete engine and transmission repair, to the more technical side, such as wheel alignments, electronic diagnostics, and reflashing of computer programs, you can count on the ASC certified master technicians at Midwest Auto Service to keep your vehicle in tip-top condition. See John, Todd, or Tom at Midwest Auto Service today for all your automotive needs. Midwest Auto Service, the area's oldest independent auto repair shop at 409 West Illinois Avenue in Morris.
As the 2005 football season continues, the city of Morris and Mayor Dick Kupchik wishes the Morris Redskins football team good luck. The city of Morris believes that hard work and dedication of the team members, their families, and coaches will take them far. Enjoy the game and good luck, Redskins.
Coach, I had a very special feeling. Like I had a very just calm. I go back to that because I felt that these guys felt so confident coming into this game tonight.
Durgo kicks it off for Morris. It'll bounce near side and be picked up by Herbotten, and he bobbles it again at the 9, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, and brought down right there as Joliet Catholic first and 10, 7.5 to go, 28-14 Morris. They've scored 21 unanswered, and it all goes back to that first half stop defensively.
You're right.
They make that stop, they get the ball back, and Durgo scores on a long one. And since then, it's been all Morris.
Yeah, and they talk about where the game is turned. That's where the game turned right there when they held them and did not let them get in the end zone.
Backs are split behind McEwen. Here's the take, give to Benson. Trying to run the right side. He'll squirt through to the 30, maybe the 31, a gain of 5 or 6. And still an immense amount of time left in this game, and Joliet Catholic just going to do what they do, run the football, and if it takes 5-6 minutes to get a scoring drive, they'll try it. Now Cumbie walks off with a limp.
Well, I hope it's just a cramp. Let's see.
Anger comes in to replace him. What's it look like, Jay?
Yeah, it's a cramp. That's good.
Yep.
That's a good thing. Well, he gets cramps a lot. He told me this weekend too that.
There's Benson pulled down after a gain of 2 or 3 out shy of the 35-yard line as Joliet Catholic will have a third and about a yard.
And actually, I was talking to Jamie yesterday, and he said, you know, because I said, how you feeling? He said, yeah, I've been taking a lot of salt, been taking my calcium, been taking, you know, the phosphorus tablets, and trying to not have the cramps. He has a problem with getting cramps, but looks like he couldn't quite avoid it, but hopefully he won't be out for too long.
Third down and 1. He's not back yet for this play. Redskins show blitz, moving on the line.
They move.
Moving on both sides. Who went first?
No, there's no question that the offense moved.
Cumbie will come back out for the next play. 6:23 left here in the third. 28-14 Morris.
Boy, was that big. I mean, if it goes against Joliet Catholic, that's going to be big. Real big.
Officials still talking it over.
I mean, what's there to talk about?
False start.
Well, what's the deal?
Well, they may have been trying to decide if maybe a Morris player jumped over the line first and made contact.
Oh, no. It was very obvious that the center moved, and that's when contact was made.
Third and 6 now for the Hilltoppers from their 29. Clock starts to run again.
Come on, guys. Got to hold him here.
Wingman to the right side. Herbotten. Backs are split. McEwen play action. In the pocket looking. Throwing deep downfield. Herbotten is open, and he's got the catch for a first down at the 39-yard line of Morris.
Man, oh, man, guys.
Tackle made by Gum.
How can you let that guy get that wide open? See, that's the problem, though, when they run it so much as they do. You think these guys automatically start thinking run, they suck it up. But, man, I mean, you got to use the old Cerveza. When that thing, when it's third and long, now you got to think they got to be passing it.
From the 39 of the Redskins, McEwen hands off to Benson, running up the middle, stood up by Vanderveer and stopped after a gain of about 3. The ball may have come loose. Redskins pointing their way. No signal yet. It is second down. Cumbie had the loose ball, but they'll say he was down first.
You know, and that's what happens. Joliet Catholic will fumble the ball. So they've got to make some hard hits, try to strip the ball, because he will fumble the ball. And if you notice, Mike, when he was running, and they say it, that he's holding it with just one hand. A lot of times that hand gets out there. Boy, that's when you can cause a fumble.
Yeah, he always puts that left hand out to feel the block.
Right.
Second down and 6. McEwen with a take. He's going to keep it. McEwen running to the right. Gets around a man and close to a first down. Pulled down from behind. Inside the Morris 30. He's got the first. A gain of about 7 or 8.
There again, and again, I don't like this part is the fact that the Morris defense now is on the field for such a long time. They need to get a turnover. They need to get a stop. They need to get the ball back and get the ball back in the end zone. Believe me, you can't have enough points against this Joliet team because they can score just like that.
So first down for Joliet Catholic at the Redskin 28. 4.5 for the third. Morris by 14. McEwen, he's got it, running left. McEwen trying to spin away from Valentine and couldn't quite do it. He'll get down to about the 25, a gain of 3 or 4. McEwen tonight, 67 yards rushing. Of course, 55 of those on the touchdown run. Second down and 8 coming up here for Joliet Catholic from the Morris 26. Hilltoppers, with the way Morris has gone the last quarter plus, probably feeling like they need a score on this drive. Motion on the backfield as I think the fullback may have moved early. Second down and 8 is going to become second and 13. So another false start against the Hilltoppers. The ball now comes back to the Morris 31-yard line. And everybody quiet as they await the announcing of the
once again
big pot. Second down and 13 here for Joliet Catholic. McEwen hand off to Benson. Tripped up at the line.
Away.
Farber.
That away, Farbs.
And also Tice right there to help stop Benson after a gain of just a yard or 2.
That away. I'll tell you what, again, right here, we talked about where the game turned before. It could turn again right here. They need to hold them and keep them out of the end zone. 3rd and 11. Come on, guys. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm going to take my bet that they're going to pass it. So, again, it's hard, Mike. These guys, a lot of fakes. They think they're going to hand off. They fake it, but boy, you got to be cognizant of a pass right here.
Third down and 11 for Joliet Catholic. McEwen with a take. He's going to run with it off a play action. Handoff, and he's tackled short of the first down.
Attaboy.
Valentine, yep.
You got it, sorry.
Gain of 5. It'll be 4th and about 6 from the 25 of Morris, and certainly Dan Sharp would go for it from this spot, you would think.
Absolutely. How big is this, huh? How big is this play coming up?
Down to 2.5 to go in the third quarter. 4th down, and maybe about 6 or 7 to go from the Redskin 25.
Come on, defense.
Wingman on the right, backs are split. McEwen with a take. Handing off to Benson. He might throw it. Benson throws to the near side and is caught. And a touchdown for Joliet Catholic. Hervatten on the near sideline makes the catch at the 10. Stays in bounds as he gets around Gum and takes it inside the pylon for a huge play for the Hilltoppers.
Oh, my. Well, I'll tell you what, not bad defense by Cold Gum, but that ball, I don't know, they might think about putting Benson at quarterback because that thing was a rocket right on the mark and just on the outstretched hands of Cold Gum gets in there for a touchdown.
Extra point is on the way, and it's good. 7-point game again, late in the third on JDK.
Here to please you wishes the Morris Redskins good in their playoff game against Joliet Catholic. Here to please you, owned and operated by Anita Flint, is serving the Morris community at 101 East Main Street. Upstairs in the Baum Building. Anita offers cuts, perms, and coloring Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Call Here to Please You for an appointment at 942-5012. And go Redskins! Ripped, torn, broken, or maybe just sprained? Who do you want treating your injury? At the Morris Community High School, athletes have Dr. Keith Resin of Resin Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at their side. Dr. Resin is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in adult and pediatric orthopedic surgery with an emphasis in sports medicine. Morris Redskin athletes know that if they're injured, they will receive the best care possible right here at home. Dr. Resin and the staff of Resin Orthopedics and Sports Medicine work together to get the athlete back in condition and back into the game.
28-21, Morris with the lead. 2:14 left in the third quarter. Joliet Catholic to kick it away. A high end over end kick. Taken by Valentine to the 6, to the 10, straight ahead 15, to the 20, runs into traffic, gets to the 24, where Morris has it 1st and 10. A game of big plays tonight on both sides.
Yes, it is. And you know what? It's always been, though, with Catholic. It always has been a game of big plays. And you think about the state title games and some of these other, man, it's just been 1 or 2 big plays, and that's a football game. But again, hey, we'll see what this team is. We'll see what the Redskins are made of right now. They need to get back, get it right back, get it back to a 2-touchdown game. And they feel, believe me, this offense right now feels very, very confident that they can do that.
1st and 10 Redskins from their 25. John Durgo, 12 carries, 334 yards on the night. Here's the take. And here he comes again. This time he's wrapped up for virtually no gain. A stop made by Nick Metzger, 6-foot senior, 240-pounder. They'll give John maybe 1. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Well, and again, now I think they've got to come to that outside. That's where they've been successful again. I guess it doesn't matter where they go, but you just like to see John get to the outside where he can utilize and get one-on-one. Believe me, anytime you can get him one-on-one with the defensive back, there's not too many times he's going to lose.
Receiver split wide to the left. High backfield for Monahan, 2nd down and 9. Here's the pitch to John as he tries to get to that corner. Cuts it back. Durgo out across the 25 to the 28 or 9-yard line. Helping on the stop, Joe Grubin. Short of the 1st down. Morris now with a 3rd down. And about 5 or 6 to go. And they tried, Jay, just what you were talking about, but John, not as big of a hole to run through that time.
No, you're right. And again, they saw that, and they collapsed on it. Pretty good pursuit by Joliet Catholic, and were able to get there and stop him for a short gain.
So Valentine splits wide left. Gordon, the fullback. Durgo, the tailback, out of the eye. Double tight end set. Monahan backs Zimbalin out, and now he'll go in motion from the left to the right. Donovan with a take and a pitch to Durgo. Running right, cuts it back. Durgo stopped short of the 1st down.
Gosh.
May have lost his footing, or at least there was a nice ground tackle getting some contact on the leg of Durgo. He went down pretty quickly.
Yep.
After a gain of maybe 2 or 3, it's 4th down and about 3 yards.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. But again, you got to punt the ball, get it back down there. And again, you got to stop these guys. But again, I worry, you got to start thinking, hey, this defense has been out there a long time with the Redskins. They've got to get the ball back quick.
Well, if they can, they ought to wait till these 15 seconds tick away. They could punt with the wind. I don't know if that'll be a delay of game, though, if they wait that long. 8 seconds, clock running. See if they decide to let the quarter run out.
No, you got to kick it.
Bad snap. Durgo gets it. Now he's running away. He's going to try to keep it and go for the 1st down, and he got it! Durgo on a bad snap gets it and then has to roll away from pressure. No room to kick, so he keeps it and runs for the 1st down.
How about that for a fake punt?
Now, Dan Sharp is claiming that the buzzer sounded and the quarter came to an end before the snap.
No, the ball was in the air when that horn went off.
And it's a 1st down, Morris, as the quarter comes to an end.
Yep.
We go to the 4th next. Morris by 7 on JDK.
Powerhouse Gym, your gateway to a more fit, healthy, and happy you. With circuit training, cardio deck, free weights, yoga, aerobic classes, individual workout programs with personal training, too. And don't forget about the spa at the Powerhouse, a full-service day spa open to the public with tanning, massage, manicures, pedicures, and so much more. Even babysitting is available at the Powerhouse Gym, Route 47 and Waverly in Morris. Call 941-1800 for more information. Powerhouse Gym, a cut above.
The Fabric Center is a proud Redskins supporter. Redskins. If you're feeling creative, go into the Fabric Center and check out one of their new sewing machines. They'll be happy to show you the many options available. If you're a quilter or want to try this red-hot craft, they have the best selection in the area, and it's discounted every day. Find out how much further you can go with your sewing at the Fabric Center, where they feature Janome, New Home, and Brother machines in downtown Morris.
fourth quarter here in Morris with the Redskins leading Joliet Catholic 28-21, and maybe it is Morris's night. A bad snap on a punt. Durgo corrals it. No room to kick, so he tries to run. He really had no other choice. He runs for a first down. Morris first and 10 from their own 35, now moving with the wind left to right. Zimbalin in motion from the left side, receiver wide to the left. Here's the take, give to Durgo, working his way through the middle and working his way to nothing. No gain on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what they've got to do right here. You know, I just was looking at that play. You know, they should run that, fake that, and let Dane continue right down the sideline because he would be wide open.
The winner of this game advances semis next week against either Crystal Lake South or Cary Grove. They are playing tonight as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, Morris has got to take advantage of this break right now. They've got to get a first down and continue to move the ball.
Second down and 10 for Morris. Zimbalin in motion from the left side. Donovan with a take. Hand off to Durgo, running right. And not much, a yard or two to the 37, and Joliet Catholic starting to stiffen a bit defensively.
Yeah, and again, you know, you see that guy in motion, they've got to do something here a little different. They got to, again, you hate to put it on 3rd down and 8. That's why I just don't understand this. I know they've been good with the run, but boy, you got to try to mix it up. You've got to have some 8-10 yards out when they're least expecting it. Now they're expecting it.
Big play here for the JCA defense, down 7. They need a stop. 3rd and 8 for Morris from their 37. Monahan deep in the pocket looking to throw. Throws over the middle. Too high for Cumbie. Incomplete. Monahan now just 1 of 7. That completion was a go-ahead touchdown pass to Jamie Cumbie, but he misfires on that throw, and now Morris will punt.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of pressure in there. And again, you know, I just so disagree with that call, that keeping the other tight end in. You got to put tight ends out there. That's why you got to put them out in those flats. You got to have 2 or 3 guys to throw at. Like, one guy's not open, you got to have what we call a secondary receiver that you got to look into, and they don't have that. They got the one, and that's it.
Low snap, flag down though, and boy, another break for Morris, as this would have either been a block punt or Durgo would have been tackled inside the 25, but a penalty marker down right as the ball is snapped.
Yeah, and you usually don't think that's a break, but at this time that was a break.
Ball start on Morris.
No, you can't afford these breakdowns at all.
Well, that time we could afford it. That was
well, that's true.
A fortunate play.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and I tell you, and now they're going to look back. You got to remember this last series, because I hope that doesn't come back to haunt you.
Little high snap here. Durgo gets it. Was anticipating a block, so he kicked it short. It goes out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Durgo tried to kick it and avoid the block attempt, and because of that, he didn't get a clean, strong kick underway, and the Hilltoppers get it at the Redskin 40.
Well, now you're talking about, remember I talked about that little thing of momentum? Well, now the pendulum has gone the other way. So now they got to get it back. Now Morris has got to get it back on their side. So what an unbelievable game here tonight. Come on, defense, you got to hold it. You got to hold it.
First and 10, Hilltoppers down 7 early in the 4th from the Morris 40-yard line. McHugh in the take, give to Hervatten. Hervatten with room to run through the middle. He's got near a first down to the Morris 30. He'll pick up just about 10 yards. Well, you didn't want this game to be a blowout either way, did you? We're going to come right down to the last play.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be a blowout for Morris, but no such luck.
Well, this crowd, probably about 8,000 or so. Of course, as the years go on, it'll turn into 20, 30, 50,000 people say they were here tonight. Yeah. And they are being treated to one heck of a game. Yeah. Second down, less than a yard. Here's Benson off the right side. He is going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy.
As it was Valentine that finished off the tackle. Pursuit right at the line. Ty's got in there and helped stop that play. And now 3rd down and a yard. 9.5 to go. Is the clock now a big factor? Joliet Catholic probably only 2 or 3 more possessions. They got a shot here after the bad punt from the Morris 31. 3rd and a yard. McHugh and a keeper. He's got it. Gains 3 or 4 straight up the middle to the 27.
Okay, guys, right here, you got to strap it up, you got to suck it up, and you got to play rock'em sock'em robots right here. You got to stop them. Remember that rocket sock and robots when those guys,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, boom, and the guy's head goes off? That was an awesome game.
You were playing that before we started tonight. I saw you over there. First and 10 Hilltoppers from the Morris 28. Here's the take. Delayed handoff. A counter double handoff as Benson gets it after Hervaten had it initially. And just about a 2-yard gain down to the Morris 25. Benson, 17 carries, 74 yards. He's been held out of the end zone. He's got 29 touchdowns on the year on the ground. He did catch a touchdown tonight. 8:40 clock running in the fourth. 28-21 Morris. Hilltoppers 2nd and 8 from the Redskin 26.
Come on, guys.
Here's McEwen. Now here's Benson. He slips at the line of scrimmage. And Haas finishes off the tackle, but maybe a gain of 1 is all, and now 3rd and long.
Come on. Well, they got 2 more shots at it because you know once they get down to that area, they're going to stay.
Dan Sharp gives the play to McEwen as he will head into the huddle. They got to hurry here.
Come on. We're watching the clock.
3rd down and 8 for Joliet Catholic from the Morris 26. Receiver in motion from the right side. McEwen with a take. Pump fake. He's going to run with it. McEwen straight ahead running, and a good strong run near the first down. He's inside the Morris 20 down to the 19 or 18. And from here looks to be just a little shy of the first.
Boy, oh boy. So close to being tackled. Wow.
Didn't look like a lot of room to run, but he was able to find enough of a hole to make this a 4th down and 1.
Oh,
1.5.
Come on, guys. Come on, right here. Come on, boys.
The line of scrimmage, the Redskin 19. It's 4th down and about 1.5 yards for Joliet Catholic. Down by 7. 7 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Here's McEwen. Here's Benson off the right side. Benson is hit. He tries to lunge for the first down, and he got it. Gain of 2 or 3 for Benson off that right side. Good second effort. Keeps the drive alive for the Hilltoppers.
Boy, oh boy, great hit, but you're right. Good second effort. He got the first down. Oh, man.
7 minutes left. 28-21 Morris. Hilltoppers on the doorstep.
Come on, defense. Get a fumble. You got to get a turnover here.
The ball at the 16-yard line of the Redskins. Split backfield, wingman right side. Here's Benson off right tackle. Benson pushing forward. He'll get inside the 15, closing towards the 10. Gains about 5 or 6 more on first down. As Benson, it's been nonstop Benson for the last few plays. Joliet Catholic inching closer.
Well, this is what I talked about. You know, these guys have been on the field now. Defensive Morris have been on the field a long time, so they got to suck it up, though. They got to make a stop here and keep them out of that end zone. That would be huge.
Down to 6:15 to go. 2nd down, about 5.5 for Joliet Catholic from the Morris 11-yard line. Here's McEwen. Hand off to Benson, running right. Stopped by Comperta. Benson maybe 1 yard or so down to the 10. And another key 3rd down coming up. Of course, this is 4-down territory.
Yes, it is.
4 or 5 yards to go for the first down for Joliet Catholic. And Durgo, make that Haas a little slow getting up.
Yep.
And he's going to come off.
Well, Haas has done an outstanding job tonight, I'll tell you. He's done a great job first night at defensive end. And come on, guys. Right
3rd
here.
down and 4 for the Hilltoppers.
Right here.
From the Redskin 10-yard line. Man in motion from the right side. Here's McEwen under center with a take. He's going to keep it. McEwen tries to hop around a tackle, and a nice stop made by Vanderveer inside the 10 of the 8. And that keeps him short of the first down, it appears, by 1 yard. And here we go again. Boy.
Oh, my.
Anybody got any fingernails left?
He's got a couple of yards there. It's a long one.
4th down for Joliet Catholic, about 1.5 yards to go.
Wow.
5 minutes left in the fourth. Morris 28, Joliet Catholic 21.
Come on, Morris.
The ball at the Redskin 8. It's 4th down, about 1.5 yards to go for Joliet Catholic.
Come on, Morris.
Backs are split. Wingman to the right side. McEwen with a take. Play action handoff. He's going to throw for the corner of the end zone, and it is intercepted by Morris. It's taken out of there by Durgo. Running the far sideline, and Durgo tripped up at the 38-yard line of Morris.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. when I say that the defense has been out there a long time, Mike, they have, and I'll tell you why. Because when you don't see Durgle take it and run it back, you know that young man's tired. Because generally, he had enough gas to take it, but boy, I'll tell you what, the tank is running a little low right now with him.
Well, on 4th and short, Joliet Catholic went away from their bread and butter. They went for the surprise play, and they did not get it. So now 1st and 10 for Morris. Still time left, 4.5 to go. A couple first downs would help. Monahan takes, hands off to Durgo. Durgo trying to crash through, and he'll get 7 or 8 on first down out to the 43-yard line.
Away. Just keep that clock running, keep that clock moving.
It'll be 2nd down and 2, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. The Morris fans can feel it.
Well, I'll tell you, they just got to keep this clock running, keep the time ticking, and keep moving the ball.
2nd down and about 2. Monahan, Durgo, stopped immediately, no gain.
Now, I'll tell you what, you know, as the offensive lineman, you've got to just tell you, hey, guys, we got to suck it up here, get a block, just stay with them just for a second so that Durgo can get through. Man, they've got to be able to hold on to a block just for a half a second.
3rd down and about 1.5 yards. Morris at their 43. Call it 2 yards to go. 3:27 to go. Clock running. Morris 28. Joliet Catholic 21. 3 in the backfield. Behind Monahan. Here's the take. Hand off to Peterson. And Peterson is stopped for a loss of 1 yard. And Morris will have to punt it away on 4th and 4.
Holy cow.
And 3:12 to go. Whistles and a stoppage. Did someone call time? Not sure why the clock has stopped. Unless it was maybe a timeout was taken on the field. Yes, there has been a timeout. We'll take a break on JDK.
Morris Coin Shop is buying coins, paper money, gold and silver coins with an emphasis on silver dollars, high currency, complete sets of Lincoln cents, Buffalo nickels, Indian cents, Walking Liberty halves, and Morgan and Peace silver dollars. Whether you're holding 1 or 2 pieces or a multi-$1,000 collection, Morris Coin Shop is interested. Take your coins to Morris Coin Shop today for a no-obligation free appraisal located at 302 Liberty Street in downtown Morris, or call 942-1056.
Here's your chance to save big bucks on trucks during the Bill Jacobs Chevrolet and Joliet's Red Tag Sale. Starting Monday through 30th, all Chevrolet trucks at Bill Jacobs will be clearly marked with red tag savings, so no negotiation will be necessary. Choose from almost 500 brand new Chevy trucks with financing starting at 0% APR for 60 months and rebates from $1,000 to $6,000. Plus, Bill Jacobs will give you the rebate back in cash so you can use that money for holiday shopping. It's the Bill Jacobs and Joliet Save Big Bucks on Trucks Red Tag Sale, 2001 West Jefferson, Joliet. Here's an important announcement for owners of Mercedes-Benz and Jaguars. Collision is the only facility in this area certified by both Mercedes-Benz and Jaguar to return your vehicle to like-new condition. Collision Revision has over 30 locations in 3 states, including Larkin Avenue and I-80 in Joliet. And no matter what kind of car, truck, or sport utility vehicle you drive, Collision Revision provides door-to-door valet service and a fleet of hassle-free rental cars. Family owned by the D'Orazio family. Remember the name, Collision Revision, for all your automotive needs.
Well, Joliet Catholic was charged with back-to-back timeouts as they're trying to get ready for this 4th down, Jay. They're down to their last one.
Yeah, and I think he's told them, you know, he gave them a repertoire of plays to get in there as soon as they get on offense. So I think that's maybe what he was telling them to, or he might, you know, who knows? But you just got to be ready to go out there.
Joliet Catholic, they're not sending anybody back deep to receive. They're going to be, this is a quick kick from Durgo. There's nobody back.
That away.
Durgo drills it down the field and hits the 10. It's going to roll inside the 5, and then it hits into the end zone. All right, so here's the situation. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Morris 28, Joliet Catholic 21. We're in the 4th, and the Hilltoppers have most likely one more chance to march it down and tie it.
Well, right here.
And keep this in mind, too, when Dan Sharp was head coach at Minooka in a playoff game that we did at Minooka, when Minooka had a chance to either tie it, keep overtime going, or win it, they went for 2 and won the game in a playoff game against Morris. So should Joliet Catholic score, they very well could go for 2.
No question. I don't know tonight. I don't know how. I don't think he has that confidence tonight, but maybe he will. We'll see. Hopefully he won't even get to that position.
First down from the 20-yard line. McEwen with a take.
He's throwing it.
And McEwen on a play action, throwing in a screen pass for Herbaten, and he's pulled down after a gain rather of just 2 or 3 yards as Lawson with some pursuit. And Cumbie, no, make that Farber, I'm sorry, helping with the stop. Short gain, clock running, 2:43.
Now, they're going to pull out some trick plays here, so don't be surprised if you see that halfback pass again.
Joliet Catholic into the wind here, too. The breeze has died down a little bit. Receiver wide to the right. McEwen, quick drop, going to run with it. Running to the right, trying to bounce to the outside. Just tripped up by Valentine.
That a boy, Brinton.
Keeps a big gainer from happening and makes it just about a yard or 2 on the run.
That a boy, son. I'll tell you what, he's come up with some big plays. You know, as you said last week, that we've seen that young man come make some big plays when he's in the playoff, even as a sophomore.
Down to 2 minutes to go. 3rd down and 5 for Joliet Catholic. Call it 6 yards from their own 25-yard line. McEwen, he's going to run with it again, running up the middle. McEwen straight ahead, running for a first down to the 35-yard line. Wrap both arms around the football as he picks up 10. He's got 99 yards on the night. That leads the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, they're gonna hurry up offense.
A minute 47 to go. Hilltoppers from their 35, trailing by 7. McEwen spiking the ball, wasting it down. I don't understand that.
No, not sure about that play either.
Just run a play.
Right. Other than I guess he wants to try to, you know what? I love it though. I love the fact that he threw that ball down. Are you kidding me?
I do not understand that.
I don't understand it either, but I'm not going to argue with it.
I mean, true, they only have 1 timeout, but, you know, drop back and throw a pass pattern.
Right.
I don't think you want to waste downs at this point. You're still at your own 35-yard line.
You're right.
2nd down and 10. McEwen drops the football. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by JCA, I believe, but a loss of 2 or 3. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
Wow.
Down to a minute 30, clock running.
Yeah, now they have no timeouts, and now you can't afford to spike the ball again. That's for sure.
3rd down and 12, McEwen under center. Back to throw. He's throwing the near side. He's got Benson. And Benson's going to be taken out of bounds at the 48-yard line. And Valentine gave Benson about a 12-yard cushion there, and he was wide open for a first down.
Well, you can't give him that kind of cushion. I don't know why Valentine was off that far on the ball.
15-yard gain keeps the Joliet Catholic season alive at the 48-yard line. Clock stopped with a minute 15 to go.
Come on, guys.
28-21 Morris. The dream is almost complete. The Hilltoppers trying to make the rally.
Come on.
McEwen back deep in the pocket with time. Throws over the middle. Pass is caught through traffic by Benson into Morris territory. Taken down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 11 for another first down.
Well, I didn't think they were a passing team, but they're passing it.
Down to a minute 6 to go. Clock stopped momentarily. Hilltoppers down to their last timeout.
Come on, guys.
From the Redskin 41, now they'll start the clock.
Got to put pressure on the quarterback.
McEwen back. He's got time. McEwen throws over the middle. Benson couldn't get it. It deflects off of him and off of Valentine. It falls incomplete.
Thataway.
If there are any Morris fans in attendance or listening that are still sitting, I don't know how that could be with this situation here. 56 seconds left in the ballgame. Morris 28, Joliet Catholic 21.
Speaking of that, I'm standing.
2nd down, Hilltoppers from the Morris 41. Crowd on both sides on their feet. About 8,000 strong here at Morris. Receiver wide to the right and to the left. One back, McEwen deep in the pocket looking to throw with time. Throws deep down the right side. Gum got a hand on it, but it falls incomplete. And out 3rd and 10.
Boy, you'll like to see him come up with that interception. That would have been nice.
The ball at the Morris 41.
Okay, Jamie's got a cramp again, but boy, he's got to stay out there. I don't care how he does it, stretch it out, he's got to stay out there. You've got to put some heat right now. Right now, you've got to get in and put some heat on this quarterback.
3rd down and 10. Hilltoppers from the Morris 41. 49 seconds left. Morris by 7. McEwen back. He's going to run with it. Running room to the 35, near side 30, and he's got another first down, a gain of 11.
I'll tell you what, they're getting dangerously close right now.
Clock stops momentarily with 43 seconds. Hilltoppers trying to hang on to that last timeout. They're already at the line as the ball has been spotted. Now they'll start the clock. 41 seconds. 1st and 10. Hilltoppers spike it again.
Wow.
I know they need to stop the clock. I just don't agree with wasting the downs like that.
Well, I'll tell you what they did do now, they brought in number 88, a 6'5" receiver, 200 pounds. So look, don't be surprised if they try to go to the big guy out there.
That's Kobe Fleener.
Got a mismatch. You either got Cole Gunn, Britton Valentine, both those guys, 5'9", 5'10". So they're going to try probably get a mismatch on those two.
2nd down and 10. Hilltoppers from the Morris 29-yard line. 37 seconds left. Morris leading by 7 in the 4th. Benson in motion left to right. McEwen back to throw. He's got some pressure coming from the side. McEwen trying to roll to the left. To the 30. Running room 25-20. McEwen goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Another first down. Peterson chased him from behind. McEwen sensed it, stepped up, and then came near side with a lot of running room.
Oh, man. Almost looked like it was a blocking in the back, but boy, they've got to right here. They've got to get this ball. Do not let them score, guys.
Timeout. Morris will take a 30-second break on JDK.
As your country insurance and financial services agent, personal service is a high priority. Hi, this is Dean Tambling, and these days you need more than just protection for your home and auto. You need a plan for the future to help you enjoy life with as few worries as possible. Plus, your needs are always changing, from new cars to new additions to the family. As your country insurance agent, I'll keep in contact with you and let you know when a change in your coverage can give you better protection or save you money. Call me, Dean Tambling, in Morris at 942-1560 and find out more about the type of personal service you get from country.
28-21, Morris the lead. We're in the 4th. 8 seconds left, and Joliet Catholic with a 1st and 10 at the Skins 16-yard line. This game could not have been any more exciting.
This is unbelievable. This is an unbelievable finish. Come on, guys, you got to do it, and that's right. You got to finish the job right here.
McEwen has been slightly dangerous throwing the football, but lately it's been him running that's been keeping this drive alive.
Boy, and I tell you, they were close. They had pressure on him. It looked like Matt Peterson was going to try to get a hold of the jersey, but just eluded him and made a nice game.
Slot right receivers to the right side, 2 of them.
Come on, guys.
McEwen back to throw with time. He's looking, throws over the middle, and it is intercepted by Durgo. Durgo comes out of bounds with 20 seconds to go. John Durgo is 2nd interception of the night, and the Morris Redskins are going to pull it off.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The Redskins are going to defeat Joliet Catholic here in Morris tonight as Durgo picks it off at the goal line. And after so many years of last-second plays going against Morris, Joliet Catholic coming through with the big plays in all of these matchups over the last 15 years. Tonight it's Morris's turn.
Oh, my. What is this? Unbelievable. This is awesome. This is the best. I'll tell you what. I read the papers, JCA this, and the Morris Herald, the Daily Herald, and the Tribune. I want to see, I'm so glad these guys are here tonight to see a football team like Morris. This is awesome. This is the best. This is the most unbelievable victory, Mike, you and I, 10 years or 12 years, however long you've had to put up with me. This is the best we've ever seen in our days, without question. The greatest victory in Morris Redskin history. Boy, I'll tell you what, you don't think Dan Darlington is home right now, or maybe he's here. I'm so happy that he could, I hope he sees this. He's been part of this too, and this is unbelievable.
The crowd chanting Durgo, Durgo, after 354 yards rushing, 2 big interceptions in this half to help put it away.
How big was that? This is unbelievable. I'll tell you what, there's a dejected crowd. This is the greatest victory of Morris High School history. Right here, folks.
As Monahan takes the snap, goes to a knee. The clock will tick away, and Joliet Catholic will not call timeout and let the celebration begin.
There you go, boys. Look at them go on the field.
They're storming the field. The fans take over the field as the Morris Redskins pick up the win, 28-21. And Morris has defeated Joliet Catholic to advance to the 6A semifinals. And this is going to be a week-long celebration for Morris. The party has started.
Yep. Turn out the lights. The party's over. Remember that? For Joliet Catholic, what a great victory. What a great, great victory for this Morris Redskin team. I am so happy for these young kids. They have worked so hard for this day. This has been a long, agonizing 15, 20 years.
A big mob at the 50 as the players celebrating with the fans.
I'll tell you what.
Joliet Catholic players sitting on the sideline right now waiting for Morris to wrap up some of the celebrations so they can have the traditional handshake after the game. And this game could not have been any more exciting as we have our Mike Hensel on the field. He's trying to track down somebody from the Morris side to give us some thoughts after the game, and we'll see what he can round up. Is just a tremendous atmosphere here in Morris all night long, and
oh my,
the release once that final snap took place and Monahan took the knee and everybody just racing onto the field to celebrate. Now the teams are going through the handshakes.
I am so happy for these kids, Mike. I mean, Dane's out there, he's in tears, and he should be. It's just, this is such an emotional moment for these young kids. This is so great.
And they've got we got the big group of fans on the field, but it's very controlled.
Yep.
And a large majority of the fans have stayed in the stands.
And you know what, Mike? I give my hats off to Joliet Catholic. If the game is over, those guys stood on the sideline waiting for Morris. They saw the celebration. They saw everybody jumping it down, and they stood there, and they waited till Morris celebrated and to make the handshakes. What a class act by Dan Sharp and his group of kids.
Well, the Joliet Catholic winning streak ends at 30 games, and the Morris Redskins keep their undefeated season alive at 12-0. They advance to the 6A semifinals, where they will be on the road next week.
Mike, I mean, I'm in awe right now, but I mean, you tell me your memory's better, but I can't remember a better ball game than what we've seen here tonight. There's not even one even close.
Yeah, I mean, there have been some games that have gone down to the wire and all of that, but when you multiply it by the magnitude of this game, and not just, in this season, we know about the history between these two teams coming up so close. I mean, how many people were rooting for Morris tonight all across the state? Public schools that had hoped for a win against Joliet Catholic, because there hasn't been a public school, as it was pointed out, in 10 years to defeat Joliet Catholic. And they were able to come through and get the win tonight on the home field. And let's face it, it was a large part thanks to John Durgo. If it was not for John Durgo, this game would have been easily in the hands of Joliet Catholic, but Durgo able to come through with over 350 yards rushing, and he came up with big touchdown after big touchdown, 3 of them on the night, 81 yards, 67 yards, and 67 yards again. And he also picked off 2 passes in that fourth quarter, including the interception that pretty much sealed the deal at the goal line as Joliet Catholic was trying to get that tying score, but the pass intercepted by Durgo that put it away with 19 seconds to go, his second interception of the night. Trying to locate our Mike Hensel, who is somewhere amidst that fray of, well, you got about a couple hundred folks out on the field celebrating with the Redskin players.
This is a monumental night, Mike. Monumental.
Mike, if you're out there and you got somebody, go ahead and wave, or oh, there, I see you. I see you, Mike.
You got better eyes than I. There's a melee of people in there, and I can't See him. Wow.
Joliet Catholic gathering on the right side at about the 10-yard line as
I'll tell you what,
their run comes to an end.
and I'll tell you, they're still in shock. I don't know if they can move. All the fans still over on the other side, and they're in shock. But you know what? Hey guys, we've been through that routine enough ourselves. It's nice to be on the other side of this deal.
On the Redskins, you know, here's the next thing. They have to try to regroup and avoid the letdown, and they still have some football to play. This is not the end of the season, of course. They've got to go on the road next week in the semifinal. Let's go down to the field now to Mike Hensel. What do you got, Mike?
Mike, we've got the coach right here, and Coach, you buried the ghost, I hear you say.
Yeah, we did. That thing's been for a lot of players. Look at them, all the former players that have come so close. And the thing we wrote on the board tonight, before we got out of the locker room, was when you play the champ, you can't leave it up to a referee, judges, ball placement. You got to knock the champ out. And, man, our kids stand up. Joliet Catholic's a hell of a football team.
Coach, we had an unbelievable running show put on here tonight as well. And that was more than individual.
Durgo. Yeah, Durgo's pretty good. He's a pretty good football player, isn't he?
I think so.
Hey, I'm the running backs coach. I take all credit for that.
Coach Peterson. Thank you. Coach Peterson there, Mike. We're trying to find John Durgo. He's over here, got a pretty good crowd around him. See if we can't get a word.
And rightly so, a big group around John. Is Mike trying to lean in there? And the good thing here with John still going in his high school career, we did not see his last football game tonight. It'll continue next week. John, I believe, in the midst of a bit of an on-the-field press conference with some of the members of the media.
I'll break it. Up there, they're blocking it as hard as they could the whole game.
How much of this whole atmosphere get you extra fired up? Because this is one of your best games against a great team. Was this whole atmosphere?
Well, when 2 hours before the game, I've seen more people here than I've seen my whole life, put together. And, I was kind of fired up saying, this is it. I mean, this is my last game on this field for sure. I got to make the best of it. And, that's what we said to all of our seniors. And we did. We had a great game. It was fun. I mean, wouldn't want it to end any other way.
Has it sunk into you yet, maybe it's too early yet, that you just had 366 yards against the best team in the state, supposedly?
How much I had?
I bet you 366.
Yeah, I mean, they came on just a few runs, a couple big breaks, but that's what we needed to win. I couldn't give it up more for the line. I mean, the line came up being challenged. I think they only given up 700 rushing yards the whole season. And we made half of that tonight. I mean, I'm gonna go give each one of those linemen a big hug.
What does it mean to beat Joliet Catholic too? This is a special kind of rivalry, it seems like.
Ever since I was little, I mean, Joliet Catholic was a team that always beats us in the playoffs, always does, beats us. Then we found out we had them in the quarterfinals. We had to do something about it. We did. But you can't sit here and pat yourself on the back totally. I mean, we still have two more games to win.
How exhausted were you? I think your coach, your dad, called timeout after your last touchdown. Was that to give you a breather before you kicked the extra point?
I think it was to give our whole offense a breather. I mean, we scored, and then we went on defense, and we came back out and scored right away again. We were out there exhausted. I mean, a lot of their players are going just one way. I mean, we have everyone going two ways.
So that was a good timeout.
Yeah. Oh, my dad knew what was going on. He knew we were out there gassing. We needed a little time.
What was some of the Joliet Catholic players saying to you when you went through some of the key guys? Benson, I know Benson gave you a hug. What were these guys saying to you?
They're saying win the state title. That's it. I mean, because they know they don't want to be known to lost to the team that didn't win the state title. They want to be known as at least second best, if not the best. So they want us to win it, and they'll be backing for us.
You have to have them on your side for a change. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, they're great guys. I mean, you know, all the trash talking people do on the internet and stuff like that. These guys, them guys on the field, they're just a bunch of guys like us, just out there having fun playing football. You know, it's a great experience being out there with them. All right.
John Durgo there, and I think I'm going to get a special word in here. And
uh-oh.
I had an earful of your dad all night long, Dane. And I'll tell you what, I don't think he sat down once all night. How's it feel?
If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be in the position I am today. I love my dad, and my family in this community has done everything. My brother, my Uncle Mark, my mom, and he was up there, and everybody. I'm so thankful for this moment. We're not done, though. We got 2 games, so we got to finish out, but thank you.
Thanks, Dane.
Not a problem.
I'll tell you what.
There's a good kid, Mike.
You better believe it.
Oh,
we got a group of players out here that have kind of landed on the M. bunch of guys, and I'll tell you what, this is definitely an amazing night. Mike, we'll let you get up, send it back to you, see if I can't track down a few more players to talk to here in just a minute.
All right, Mike, great work on the field as always, and boy, not a dry eye in the house after that moment, as Dane with just some great words for his dad, Jay, who's been watching all season long, as Dane's had a bit of a rough go of it stats-wise, trying to get some catches, and I don't think you could care at this point if he had any catches, Jay, after that comment. That was sweet.
He's I'll tell you what, just and he's an emotional kid out there, and he's just, and he doesn't care. You know, I care more about that than anything. I get all worked up here in the booth about him catching, doing it, but I'll tell you what, that kid, and you talk about somebody who will do anything for the team. If you asked the poor kid to sit down on the sidelines, he'd sit on the sidelines if it helped the team, and that's just what he is. And I tell you, I'm so happy for him, and the hard work that these guys have gone through, and the emotional mindset that these guys have been in this last week and the first part of the season when he came out with Geneva. It's been I tell you though, it's something they'll never forget, and and I love that kid to death, as I do both my kids, but I love them, man. They're great kids.
Let's go back to the field. Mike Hensel again. Mike,
standing here with Donovan Monahan, and I'll tell you what, tough night all the way around, but you got it moving. Made the passes when you need to, and the ball kept moving all night long.
Oh yeah, John running the ball, had to make some audibles, like first play, audible it, touchdown. So it's great feeling right now.
What was the game plan going in, and how did it change coming into the second half?
Most of the game plan was trying to run, see what we could do. If we had to, we'd go pass, but John did it well. He ran. Great job by John tonight.
Last game on the home field. Now you get to take it on the road. You confident that we can bring home a winner?
Oh yeah, if our line blocks the way they did the past 12 games, I hope so. I think we can do it.
Okay, thank you much, sir.
Thank you.
Donovan Monahan, quarterback tonight. Confident. Mike, sounds like he's ready to bring home a winner.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, Mike and Jay, to see how Morris responds next week. I'm sure with the, you hear a lot about teams that have letdowns and how they recover from a big win like this. But, these are high school kids, and I think it won't take them much to be able to kind of, bask in this for a couple of days, get right back to work whenever that is, later this weekend or very early into next week. And by the time they start getting middle of the week and heading towards the weekend, no matter who they play in the next round, they'll get things focused, because, now I think the Redskins are at a point where they got this win against Joliet Catholic, but they got to, I think in their minds, they got to take it the rest of the way to make it a complete story.
Oh, it can't happen any other way. I mean, you even heard John Durgo, as well as happy as these guys. Hey, he said it. Hey, it's not over. Their work isn't over yet. They got to get right back at it again, and they got to start Monday. They'll start tomorrow, coming in, watching films, looking at everything, and then go right back at it. And I'll tell you what, these kids, as I said tonight, Mike, all the hoopla, I don't know what I can't tell you other than I was there and I like experienced it. It was like a very calm with these guys. I said, Dad, you know, and he said, now I can say it now the game's over, but he said, Dad, we're going to beat these guys. We feel very good. He goes, we've seen them, you know, even the last state game, he goes, they only broke a couple big plays. He says, we had them for most of the part. I think watching that last year, that they made them, and that was a great thing that the coaches did, made them watch that last year's. They watched every night this week. They watched game films of Joliet Catholic and all the things they did. They were so well prepared tonight, and you know what's going to happen, Mike? Believe me, George Durgel is not going to let these guys, the motions get it. He's going to have as much fun as anybody tonight. But boy, come starting tomorrow, it's on to the winner of the Oak Forest and whatever game that is. So Hubbard. So they're going to go at it, and these guys have an awesome work ethic, and that's what I love this team, and that's what I like about them. They are so hard, such great hard workers. It's amazing.
Oh, and the winner tonight, Morris, will advance to take on either Crystal Lake South or Cary Grove. They're playing tonight, and we don't have a final on that game as of yet. The other games, Oak Forest at Hubbard, that's tomorrow at 7. Normal Community against Mount Vernon Saturday at 3 o'clock. Morris will be on the road next week. We don't know who, we don't know when, but we'll get all that information within the next day or two. We'll talk to George Durgel tomorrow morning at 9 on Spotlight on Sports. And what a game to recap. We still have to take one more break. We'll come back and wrap it up for you after these on WJDK.
This is Brian Fox of Fox Builders, independent builders for all-American homes, offering quality homes at reasonable prices. There's more to learn about our homes, so we invite you to visit our showroom located at 717 Route 47 in Morris. We also want you to know we partner with you to custom design your home. We're with you every step of the building process and absolutely stand behind our product. To start designing your new home, visit us on Route 47 in Morris or at foxbuildersillinois.com. Fox Builders in Morris, building dreams that last.
Let Countrywide Home Loans show you the way home. Fast, upfront approvals, and local experts who have the power to say yes to your local loan. They also offer local payment options. Countrywide Home Loans is located at 105 East Main, 2nd floor in Morris. Call 815-416-0433. At the Shorewood location, 930 Brook Forest Avenue, Route 59 and Black Road, call Ed Nink or Luann Costigan at 436-3070. Countrywide Home Loans, easy, really.
Grand Schwinn Cyclery has over 250 quality bikes on display for your selection. They carry such names as Giant, GT, Dyno, Schwinn, as well as BMX and freestyle bikes. To keep your bike in tip-top condition, they offer parts, accessories, and repairs on all makes. Grand Schwinn Cyclery also sells exercise equipment to keep you in shape. Grand Schwinn Cyclery is located at 711 Liberty Street in Morris. Stop in and see Roy at Grand Schwinn Cyclery, Morris's Cycling Center. You can rely on Boren's Insurance Group with access to hundreds of insurance companies for the best coverage at the most reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, Boren's Insurance Group provides personal insurance, including auto, homeowners, life, and health, along with business insurance and group health, and all other employee benefits insurance. Contact Boren's today and ask for Jerry, Armand, Randy, Annette, Debbie, or Tiffany. Boren's Insurance Group, an independent insurance agency in Morris. Welcome back to Morris High School, where the Morris Redskins have done it. They've defeated Joliet Catholic, a final score of 28-21 to advance to the 6A semifinals that will take place next week on the road. And before we close up shop tonight, let's go back to the field one more time. Mike Hensel's got someone. Mike?
Coach, did you save any of that voice for the radio? Sounds like you left it all out here tonight.
No, my voice gets rough after every game. You know, I stand around and do a lot of yelling. If you're down on the sidelines, you'd notice that. What a fantastic way to end these kids' senior year on their home field. Now, you know, we got to go cap it off. We better get 2 more victories, you know, or we look back and say, yeah, that's great, but we need to win a state title. And there's some darn tough teams out there that we've looked at. And, you know, we're going to have to strap it up and go again. But as far as tonight, we're going to enjoy this one, and then we're going to get after it a little bit later.
What was the game plan coming out, and how did it change coming into the second half?
It didn't change a bit. The game plan stayed the same way. We said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to line up and challenge them to stop us with our best stuff. We're going to run right at them and see how that works. We're not running around them. A couple times we did. We kept our same blocking schemes. We thought we had it covered if we were going to have to change up some of that stuff. but we didn't change anything. We didn't change anything offensively. We didn't change anything defensively. The biggest change of the game was kick that ball out of bounds a couple times so they wouldn't run it back on us. And then we even got it down there, and the kid picked it up on the bounce and got it upfield. So, I mean, they have a good team. But our kids believed the whole way. And like I did, deep down, we believed we were going to win the game. There was no doubt in I don't know any of them that ever had a doubt in their mind that we weren't going to win the game. I know a lot of people didn't believe that, but there only had to be 70 kids. 70 kids to believe that they were going to win that game. And you see the scoreboard, those 70 kids believed they were going to win the game, and they got it done.
Good job, George.
Thank you.
Okay, we heard the words, "We buried the ghost" out here tonight with Joliet. Did we leave that ghost behind? Is it now a clean slate between the two teams, you think?
Well, I don't know if it's a clean slate. You know, they got a great program, and we've got a real good program down here, too. Till we can say anything about them or burying the hatchet or cleaning the slate, you got to remember how many times they beat us already. We beat them once. Yeah, we're going to celebrate this one, but you know, we're going to strap it on with them 2 more years. We got them second game in the next 2 years, so I mean, I don't see where it's burying the hatchet or burying anything. It's these kids. They'll be buried in their beds tonight as hard as they played, so that'll be a big thing.
Coach, we saw a lot of heart out there by everybody concerned, and one guy in particular who just ran his tail off out there. You might know him.
John Durgo?
That's the guy. What an amazing performance in his last time on this field.
And you know what? I think the people in Morris deserve that, to see these athletes like him and Cumby and Perry and just all of them, Haas and Farber and you know, just on and on, the Valentine kids who just play and got families here and got people that follow them around. That's what they want to see, and they'll tell their kids same as I do. We're suck it up, we're going to go. And if you have to go every play the whole game and do everything, then so be it. Let's get after it. But, you know, everybody did their part, and it just seemed like every time there was a big play, John was coming up with a big play. He had a real great night. I think that's all there was to it. That when you got a player like that, oh, my God, it makes it a lot easier to win, doesn't it, or what?
I think it does. We get a couple of days to rest, and then it's right back to the grindstone again. Any expectations for next week?
Not yet. We're just going to go on business as usual and set up our practice and, you know, look at some film and get a game plan formulated by, you know, when we need to and stay with what we're doing. You know, we got a good program, a good conditioning program. We got a good weight program going. We think we got a good practice program going. We're just going to stay with it and, you know, throw our hats in the ring and say, here we go, semifinals and hopefully the finals.
Thank you very much, Coach, and good luck to you as you travel. There you go, Mike. The game plan stays the same, and they are getting ready to hit the road next week.
Thank you very much, Mike. Great job on the field, tracking down those folks. As Mike Hensel with us since the pregame show tonight, and it was his idea to stick around, help us out. Did a nice job getting those guys for us. So we thank you, Mike, for that. And on to the semis next week, Jay. We don't know as of yet who it will be. It's either Crystal Lake South or Cary Grove. We know it's a drive up north either way. And my guess would be a Saturday game, but we don't have any confirmation on that just yet. Day, night, not sure. We'll find out soon enough.
Well, they have another game like this. You can bury me because my heart won't be able to take another one of these. I mean, I was behind you the whole time, prancing and walking and pacing, and but it was it's such an amazing game here tonight. And again, what a scenario. All the papers, you know, were although I'm going to give Rob Osterley credit at the Joliet Herald. He was the one that picked Morris to win. Everybody else picked JCA, but that's what's so nice. Everybody, and I think that helped Morris. They had nothing to lose. Everybody was picking JCA to win, and rightfully so. I mean, there's no question about it. As good as these guys have been playing, and again, the history of everything, but I think that's what's so neat is these guys overcame so many, you know, hurdles and overcame so much of this hype and everything about how great, and they didn't. They believed so strongly in themselves. It was almost like a calm coming over these guys that, hey, we're going to go out there and win this game, and win it they did, but not before they almost gave me a heart attack out there. It was truly, Mike, truly, and I probably won't be back after this season, but this has truly been a memorable game, and to be here with you and share that after all the losses you and I have seen is just it's incredible, and I'm just so thankful, as Dane said, that I'm part of all this, and it's awesome.
Well, it's a rare that a game like this lives up to the hype. This one did, and then some. Just a tremendous game, and what a performance for John Durgo on the biggest of stages. 354 yards unofficially, 3 touchdowns, 81, 67, 67 yards. And just as important of plays, the 2 interceptions in that second half to help close it out. He's the player of the game. I mean, let's face it, everybody on the team gets a vote tonight, though, just for getting this win. And several plays of the game we could have gone with. Let's go with one of the typical highlight reel Durgo runs. This one put Morris up 28-14 midway through the third, about a 67-yarder. Paxton and I with Valentine split wide to the left. Zimbalin backs out of the tight end spot, goes in motion left to right. Monahan under center for Morris. Here's the take and a running play up the middle. Durgo bounces to the near side 40. Durgo trying to get to the corner. It does. Durgo to the 50. Down the sideline 40. Being chased from behind. Durgo still going. He's going to go to the far side of the field. To the 20. Durgo to the 10. He's going to take it for the touchdown.
So who was that guy getting excited?
Oh, boy, John Durgo. Well, he had everybody on their feet tonight. That one's 67 yards, put Morris up by 2 scores. It turns out to be the game-winning score as Durgo does it for Morris. They're on to the semis. We'll get you all the details on who and when and where. We know it's on the road. We'll find out the details soon enough. We'll talk more about this game tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock as the Redskins break Joliet Catholic's 30-game winning streak and dethrone the champs. And they finally have climbed and gotten over that hill as the Hilltoppers come in and lose it 28-21. Still a big group of folks on the field as nobody wants to leave at this point, at least those that are on the field trying to soak in every last minute that they can. And we want to thank everybody that tuned in and all of the sponsors helping us out, and for the help we got back at the studios from Bennett Phillips and Mike Hensel here at the field. Jay Zimbalin as well. This is Mike Williams signing off. A memorable night. No one will forget this one for as long as they live. The Morris football fans rejoicing in a 28-21 win over Joliet Catholic. Morris now 12-0, 2 wins away from the state title. They'll keep it going in the semifinals next week. Good night, everyone.
Let's go get the gold.
You've been listening to coverage of Morris Redskin playoff football, brought to you in part by Greenway Motors, DJ's BP, Realty World, Caton Associates, BP of Morris and Buddy's Place, Chamlin and Associates, Morris Trailer and Hitch Sales, Illinois Truck and Equipment, Century 21 Coleman Hornsby, First Midwest Bank, Midwest Auto Service, the City of Morris, Hair to Please You, Resin Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Powerhouse Gym, The Fabric Center, Morris Coin Shop, Bill Jacobs, Collision Revision, Country Insurance and Financial Services Agent Dean Tambling, Fox Builders, Countrywide Home Loans, Grand Schwinn Cyclery, Oran's Insurance Agency, Grundy Bank, Mike's Paint, Paper and Frames, Athletic Outfitters, Big R, The Herald News, Mazan State Bank, Family Eye Care Center, TheraCare Rehabilitation, Save-A-Lot, UTI Systems, Lone Wolf Graphics, and Centru Bank. No matter what kind of coverage you need, from auto to life, from health to homeowners, you only need to call one agent, Dean Tambling, your country insurance and financial services agent in Morris. Visit Fox Builders 24/7 at fox-builders.com. Fox Builders is your independent all-American builder in Morris, building dreams that last. Dolphin Car Wash. Head on over, they'll do all the work for you while you wait. They've added detail bays that allows them to add more services. Dolphin Car Wash, Route 47 next to McDonald's in Morris.
Your local Big R store brings you big values every day for home, farm, family, and fun. And this week's big reason to shop Big R is Science Diet pet food. Your pet deserves Science Diet because of the precise nutritional needs Science Diet targets during every stage of your pet's life. Right now, get a 44-pound bag of adult original formula canine food for just $4.99. A 35-pound bag of